Year 10s and Year 12s, this video is all about you. Because you guys are the ones who will be the most academically affected by everything that's happening this year when it comes to school closures and partial reopening. Now, near the beginning of the lockdown, I said that there was no way that they should cancel the 2021 exams. I said that there would be no need. All we'd have to do is just accept that the grade boundaries might be a little bit lower than usual because students wouldn't necessarily be getting as high a grade or as high a mark as they would in previous years. We even had quite a bit of a debate about it in the comment section on one of my videos. And the reason that I was so vehemently against the idea of the 2021 exams being cancelled or any changes made to them, any alterations, was because I honestly didn't think that school would be closed for year 10 and year 12 for so long. But now my mind's been changed. Now, looking back, I can't help but feel slightly naive because the situation is much more severe than I thought it would be at first. So let me tell you why I believe that it may be worth considering cancelling the 2021 summer exams altogether for year 10 and maybe even for year 12. You see, when it comes down to it, since mid-March till now and onwards until September, year 10s and year 12s will not have learnt the amount that you would normally learn over those 5 to 6 months. No amount of live lessons or computer-based learning can make up for that learning that takes place in that secure and controlled learning environment that we know as school. GCSE and A-Level courses were changed in the last few years to be harder and more content heavy. Now, in the past, teachers normally just about managed to get all their content covered and then add in a little bit of revision towards the end of the time that they have with their students. But now, teachers definitely won't have enough time to cover everything in the way that they usually would. And this is due to all the contact time that they've lost with their students. So the initial reaction of many people may be, well, just remove some topics from the course and remove some topics from the exam, therefore making it a smaller course and making it so that students don't need to know as much. But this proves problematic for two reasons. The first reason is that different teachers teach their courses in different orders. And the reason for this is because not all courses are linear, building one topic on top of another. They can be taught side by side, laterally. The second reason is that holes in knowledge would mean that students moving on to the next stage in education would be missing knowledge that they would need to continue. So this isn't so bad for the current year 12, since they might be moving on to university or onto other places in 2021. And this is because, if we take university for an example, say, at university, a lot of foundation content is covered during your first year. So if anyone's missing anything, the university will fill it in with the courses and modules that they have. But for our current year 10s, who will be moving on to sixth form or college in 2021, this isn't really the case. For many courses, there isn't really time to recap on what was learnt before in year 10 and year 11. They just have to sort of hit the ground running. So this got me thinking, surely a better option would be, rather than wasting time forcing students to prepare for an exam, which is what our education seems to be built on and has been built on for a while, why don't we just go back to the root of what education is actually about, which is the knowledge? If we cancel the exams, then we can spend the entirety of the 2020 to 2021 school year, right from September all the way through to July, teaching next year's year 11 and maybe even year 13 content, just knowledge. See, we would grade them exactly how we graded the year 11s and year 13s of this year, using homework, classwork and other smaller exams as the basis for our grading in summer 2021. But the students and teachers will be less stressed, less pushed for time, and the students will be able to complete the year with the same knowledge that the previous years have had. This sets them up nicely for the next stages in their education and for their next courses, making them good students, not just people that can pass exams. Of course, that's just my thoughts. The government doesn't seem too keen on changing the current exam system much, and through my research, all I've really seen is that higher-ups are saying that they may make some adjustments to the exams themselves. What that might mean, we're still not sure. But when it comes down to it, I'm still not entirely sure whether that's fair, since there's so many other things at play here, such as students' socio-economic situation and how that affects their ability to learn and work from home. Also, I know that there's been mention of this summer mentoring scheme, but will that really reach all the disadvantaged students, or all the students that have been negatively affected or very negatively affected by this entire lockdown? I guess it's just going to be one of those situations where we have to wait and see what happens. I'm really keen to hear your thoughts on this entire thing. Do you think that the exam should be cancelled for 2021, or do you think that just a slight adjustment will be needed? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already for more information on this topic and others. We've also got other videos which should be appearing on screen now, which are linked to this topic of education, especially during these hard times. So check those out too. Now, once again, thanks for listening. That's all for now. Until next time.